Hey, so I haven't got a lot of time to record this. I am moving back to uni for a few days and probably an hour and a half or so. Just waiting on some clothes to dry, basically. And then I'm just going to pack up and, yeah, get going. So, in the meantime, I thought I would record a video I've been meaning to record for a while, which is a little combo tutorial on some combos I've come up with Earth Machines with some cards that I'm playing that I haven't seen other people really play before. So I'm just gonna switch straight down here. I'm gonna try to make this as editing light for myself as possible, because I'm likely gonna edit this on the train to my uni, but I'm just gonna get started. I'll show you a quick deck profile first, just on what I'm currently running, and you will see the cards that I was talking about that like not a lot of other people are playing. So of course, for our starters, we've got our 3 Harvester and our 3 Metal Cruncher. These are of course your normal summons that search your dozer. Sorry if my camera's a bit laggy, by the way, I've been having that problem. Also, I won't be going too much into detail here. I'll just kind of slightly explain the functions of some things in case some people don't know. But if you want a more in-depth deck profile, I have got a deck profile on this channel, and also you can check out Aerosol TCG's deck profile on his channel, because he is the one who kind of invented this deck and playing Infinitracks and Earth Machines in this style. But yes, these are your starters. They search your dozer, and then you've got your spells which search these. So of course, redeployment can search your Metal Cruncher, and heavy forward can search your Harvester or any other any other Infinitrack. So that's your starters. Then for the rest of your Infinitrack engine, you are of course running 3 dozer. Aerosol TCG does call this deck dozer control, so of course we are maxing out on dozer. Then we've just got 2 copies of Trencher, 1 copy of Tunneler. In my deck profile, I did 2 copies of Tunneler, but not long. Like I got a comment or two, I think, saying change it to 1, and most people were playing it at 1 by then, and it's just obviously better to play it at 1. I'll be honest. It's, you know, as much as it's nice to be able to resolve Tunneler every single turn, chances are you will be able to anyway, so don't worry about it. Finally, the 1 Anchor Drill, he's imperative to the combos I will be showing you today. I won't be showing you the standard combo today either, because that is again already in my other deck profile, so yeah, you can check that out. But yeah, I've got for the Machinas, I've got a Citadel and a Fortress. Recently upgraded to the Ultra Rare Fortress because I had a common before. And then for the rest of our like one-offs to use in our combo, we've of course got Gearbox, we've got a Bullet Train. Just as a train extender, we've got the Derrick Rain. And then for the cards I've added right now, as you can see, one of them right there is Ruffian Railcar and Goldilocks. So these are the 2 cards which we'll be using in our combos. Railcar's the more important one. Goldilocks is a cool thing to go into, and it doesn't have any way to summon itself, but you do of course have an engine that constantly gets you like access to Anchor Drill every turn. So Anchor Drill can just summon this, and then you can just pop half your opponent's board, which is really nice. Or just bait out a negation, obviously. So, you know, really cool. You'll get to see that. And Railcar's just really nice. You could, you know, like, I'd say like even if you're not playing Goldilocks, like running Railcar's not a terrible idea. And you'll see like the kind of stuff it's capable of. It's really cool. So for the flex spot / interruption cards, we're of course running the 3 Ash Blossom. Then we just put the 1 Ultra Rare that I own on top. I've got the common playset and the single Ultra Rare. Then we've got triple Nibiru. I feel like Nibiru is especially good in this deck, even main decking. Like, you don't even mind playing this going first, because you kind of want to blow up the board as often as possible, just because it gets your Bullet Train back into the graveyard. So, you know, it's kind of good to run cards that blow up the board. You know, you really don't mind. So Zeus obviously works really well in this deck, but I can't afford Zeus. We are running the 3 Overdrive, again to help blow up the board with Citadel, and then we're running 2 Trap Trick to help search this, and also to help search Torrential Tribute, because that also blows up the board. So that's all your flex spots that I'm running right now, but of course they are flex spots, so you can switch these out for any interruption cards, although I do suggest running at least 2 copies of Overdrive. Sorry, just got a notification on the phone. So carrying on, we've got for the last 3 cards in the main deck. This is a 42 card deck, by the way. So if you just want a decent normal list, just cut the Ruffian Railcar and the Goldilocks, obviously. But for the last 3 like quick play spells, just utility spells, we've got a Called by the Grave and 2 Urgent Schedules in the main, and I'm running the 3rd one in the side. I'm not going to show you the side deck today though, because it's kind of pointless. Obviously that changes based on events. So onto the extra deck, we're of course running the Anger Knuckle, the Ballista, and the 3 Goliaths. These are your most important links. These are the only ones you really need to play in terms of links. I am running a Cleaford Genius just because I had the space, but I'm thinking I'm probably going to replace this with an ALSA to out Contact C, because this doesn't come up very often, but I feel like Contact C is picking up a good bit of steam, so this is probably just going to have to be ALSA. So onto the Ixies. How long we've been recording? 5 minutes. That's pretty good. So we got 2 rank 4s, in gigging attacks, which we're using for our combos, and heavy armor train Iron Wolf, which I do use in a small combo, which I will show you. This is just you literally just use this in a combo where if you're going second and you're going into time and you just want to deal a bit of damage, just get in for a bit with Iron Wolf and win, basically. Bit scummy, but I've had it happen to me so many times, so I have to come up with ways to do it myself in this deck. But that is very gimmicky, so if you can afford Zeus, replace it with Zeus, obviously, and then just replace the Genius with ALSA, I would say. So we are of course running the Stormer, and then for like our level manipulation guys, we can of course make 8s. I am only running the 1/8 in Dengesu, but if you can run like Photon Lord or something, then go ahead. Then for the 9s, I'm running a Earth Slicer and also an Enterblathne, and then of course we're running one of each train Ixies as well. So we're running the Gustav Max, the Dora, and the Liber, and I have of course got the Lost Ark Gustav Max now, so that's beautiful. So that is the entire deck profile. Alright, I'm going to get on with the combo tutorial. So for the Goldilocks combo, what you'll need, and this is based off of Aerosol TCG's combo that lets you search Cycle Reader, which you can obviously do, you can check out his channel, and I'll kind of show you how to do it while doing this combo. But point is, what you need is you need a starter, so that could be any one of these. Of course, it could also be your redeployment. What you also need for this specific combo is a level 5 of some level 5 Infinitrack. That could be that you opened up one of your starters plus Dozer. That could be that you opened up one of your starters plus Trencher. Could even be that you opened up one of your starters plus Tunneler. And this is of course nice because that means Heavy Forward can basically act as either of these. So Heavy Forward can grab your other level 5, or it can grab your starter in Harvester. So I think today what I'll just do is I'll actually show that off by using a Heavy Forward, and then I'll just use a Harvester, and just like that. And of course the good thing about this combo specifically is let's say we activate this this Heavy Forward first and it gets Ash Blossomed, meaning we don't get our extra search, then we still just have our regular 1-card combo set up, so don't really worry about it. But say we are able to pop off, obviously it is a combo tutorial, we're going to get a search for whatever level 5 we whatever, like one of our level 5s, I'll just search Dozer here, and then I'll normal summon here, and use his effect to search another level 5. So I guess I'll search Tunneler, just because that's like one of the worst ones you want in your hand, really, so you don't really want to be searching him, but it kind of shows off, how easy this combo is to do, I guess. So I'll tribute this guy for Dozer, and special summon Dozer. That's going to trigger Dozer's effect on summon to bring out a copy of Anchor Drill. Then we're going to tribute this Anchor Drill for Tunneler. Of course, the order of stuff is slightly different if you use Trencher instead, but I'm sure you're smart enough to figure out how to do that, so I'm not going to go into full detail explaining that. But I'm going to overlay these 2 level 5s into River Stormer, and then detach from River Stormer to get a search for Bullet Train. So far, other than the summon of the Anchor Drill, this is pretty standard, but here I'm going to activate the effect of Bullet Train to special summon it. Then we're going to link this guy off for our first copy of Goliath, and then here I am actually going to use the effect of Stormer to tribute this Goliath to revive the Stormer, and then link that off into our second Goliath, and then we're going to link both of these off into Ballista. Ballista is going to trigger his effect to search out a Gearbox, and then Gearbox is going to search out whatever we didn't have, which is Trencher in this case, obviously out of Trencher or Tunneler. Then we're going to tribute this to activate the effect of Trencher, and we're going to special summon Trencher. Then we're going to link off Trencher into our third and final Goliath. Of course, you could have just done your revive Storm play here if you wanted. It really doesn't make a difference, because what we're doing either way is we're going to banish our Trencher here to target our Anchor Drill and special summon it. Anchor drill effect is going to activate the special summon gearbox, and then we can overlay both of these for our rank 4, that is Gear Gigant X. And then Gear Gigant X can detach, doesn't really matter which one, and of course here you would be able to get search for cycle reader if that's what you're doing. So that's how you do the cycle reader play, and then other than that, just do the rest of the combo as I do it. However, here what we are going to be doing, and this will involve some plays on the next turn, because I feel like this is just more advantageous. The problem with cycle reader is that way you don't get something to discard to revive your bullet train and then add back your gearbox. So sometimes you have to discard something you don't really want to discard, like a brutal dozer. So you know, it's not always the best, but here this is just pure advantage, because what we're going to search is of course a Ruffian Railcar. And in case you don't know what Ruffian Railcar says, it has 2 different effects. The first one is once per turn, is an ignition effect. You can inflict 500 damage to your opponent, and you cannot conduct your battle phase the turn you activate this effect. And then it's got another effect similar to bullet train that you activated during the end phase. If it was sent to the graveyard that turn, you activate it in the graveyard. Basically all you do is you could search any level 10 Earth machine, so any train basically. So here we're just going to search this Railcar, and then we're just going to complete our combo by linking these 2 into our Anger Knuckle. And then of course what we're going to do is we're going to banish our tunneler, and that's going to target our link monsters. And it's very important for this specific combo. Like, if you wanted to draw deeper into your deck with like say the cycle reader combo, you can shuffle back the gearbox and not the anchor drill, and that way you're just shuffling back your extra deck card and drawing 2. However, this way, even though it does slightly fill up your deck a bit more, it's just so much more advantageous to be able to get access to anchor drill on the next turn. So what we're going to do here is we are just going to shuffle this in, and of course we are going to be drawing 2 cards there off of Tunneler. So that means other than the 3 cards that you already had, which of course would be 1 Ash Blossom, 1 Nibiru, and 1 Overdrive, you're also going to be drawing 2 more cards, which are of course going to be a Trap Trick and a Torrential Tribute. This is of course, in fact it's not even a Trap Trick, this is clearly going to be access to Fortress, because you know you're just that good. But ignoring what we actually have within our hand here, you know, like obviously this will be godly. We have 6 cards in our hand total, you know, like some of those have got to be interruptions, and of course we've got the Railcar. So what we do is during our opponent's turn, you're going to discard specifically Railcar here to target your bullet train with your Anger Knuckle. This is, of course has to be during their main phase, to special summon your bullet train in defense with its effects negated, and then in some way, shape or form your board is probably going to get blown up, be it by your own Nibiru, your own Citadel, your own Torrential Tribute, or your opponent just attacks over your shit, which is quite likely. The thing is though, I will say, nowadays people are kind of learning how this deck works, so people are less adamant to put your stuff in your graveyard for you, which is why it's a good idea to run all the stuff that blows up your own field along with your opponent's field. So, you know, that's why I've kind of maxed out on that. In fact, if you wanted, you could even run like Needle Sealing in here, but I wanted the Trap Trick so that I could search the Overdrive to get Citadel access, because Citadel also kind of just becomes an extender. Of course, during your end phase, you get to trigger a few different effects here. So you're going to start with the standard of Bullet Train, add back Gearbox, search the Anchor Drill. And then on the next chain, you can activate your, this is already 2 chains, but on the 3rd chain, you're going to activate your Ruffian Railcar, and that is how you get access to your level 10 Earth machine. That is Goldilocks, the Battle Landscaper. And then all you're going to do here is obviously you're going to draw for turn. So you're going to start your turn with, obviously, you would have used up some of these cards, but a lot of cards basically. You have a lot of advantage at this point, and you have these 3 cards at least guaranteed basically if your combo goes off. All you do here, as your kind of follow up, all you need to do, oh shit, I forgot something actually, fuck. So one thing I forgot, I was thinking there's meant to be 4 cards here. You were meant to add Dozer during the end of your turn off of your bullet train, so that you also have access to Dozer. So, sorry, I forgot about that, but carrying on. What we're going to do is we're going to start with a normal summon of Anchor Drill. You're not going to put it in the middle zone, and you're going to put it in the side opposite to whichever side of your opponent's field has the most threats or the biggest threats. So say they had like some stuff built up on this side of their field, like over there, then you're going to just normal summon your Anchor Drill, say here, and then Anchor Drill's effect is going to activate, and you're going to special summon your Goldilocks from your hand in defense position to the middle zone so that it doesn't blow itself up. In case you don't know what Goldilocks does, if it's summoned to anywhere other than the middle field, it blows itself up. Whilst it is in the middle zone rather. Whilst it is in the middle zone, it gains 3,000 attack because it starts at 0. And when it's anywhere, what it can do once per turn is target one of your unused main monster zones, move itself to that zone, and then blow up everything in the column it started in, everything in the column it ended in, and everything in between. So just like that, you've blown up this entire part of the board. This is assuming that this resolved, but obviously that could have got negated and you've just got a body on the field and you can pop off from there, or you've got a, or like even if you've got like destroyed, like Gamad or something, it's completely fine because you can just tribute this Anchor Drill to special summon your Dozer, and then Dozer can summon out your guy from your deck, and you can basically just do your general toolboxy, whatever's the best kind of follow-up plays. You can go to the River Stormer to search stuff by attaching your Goliath. You can obviously grab out a Trencher here, and then Trencher can revive this guy by, you know, you link off the Trencher, you revive this guy, and you can make a rank 9 there. You can pop stuff. If you already had access to a Citadel in your graveyard, then you can do this play slightly differently, which is what you can do, which is pretty funny. I still wouldn't suggest I would still suggest going through the Dozer line, but what you can kind of do, which is pretty funny, is you could say they were built on this side, so you wanted to build up this side, you could actually normal summon your Anchor Drill to that side, special summon your Landscaper there, hop over, blowing up everything, including your own Anchor Drill, and then that will trigger your Citadel to special summon, and then you can just overlay these guys into a train and OTK for game. Just like that. So that's basically the main plan with Goldilocks. So as you can see, Goldilocks and the Ruffian Railcar are pretty useful. If you think Goldilocks is a bit janky, I still think Railcar is worth playing with this combo, just because it can let you search Derek Crane, which can then let you extend on the next turn into trains and potentially OTK on your next turn. So it's and obviously Derek Crane, even if you're not trying to OTK, it's just an extender. So it's just, I'd say it's worth playing, basically. So that is the first combo. Now on to our jankier combos. So first of all, I will show you the Cowboy for Game combo. The Cowboy for Game combo requires a starter, and you need specifically access to Trencher with this one though. So you're going to normal summon your Harvester. Harvester is going to search your Dozer. Dozer is going to tribute the Harvester to special summon itself, and then special summon the Anchor Drill with its on summon effect. Then you're going to tribute the Anchor Drill to special summon the Trencher. You're going to overlay these two for a... If you want to do this as optimally as possible, then this is what I would suggest doing, is just special summoning your River Stormer in defense position, and then you're going to detach your Trencher specifically in order to search your Ruffian Railcar. You're going to banish your Trencher to target your Anchor Drill, special summon your Anchor Drill effect, special summon Railcar effect to burn your opponent for 500, and then we're just going to overlay, you're going to use the effect of Anchor Drill, sorry, targeting this guy to make them both level 8, and then you're going to overlay for, of course, Dingy Boy, and you could even put Dingy Boy in defense if you so wished, and just like that, you're basically guaranteeing that you're not going to be taking any battle damage from your opponent. So if you do this in the last minute of the game, then as long as they don't have anything that they could like burn you with, like say they were playing Prank Kids, I guess, you know, unless they can like burn you or something, you can hopefully just stall out until time runs out, or of course you could basically just like use these to like link off and then just keep linking and doing your normal shenanigans and going into your Anger Knuckle and basically just linking stuff off to waste time. But I think this is probably the smartest way to do it. So as scummy as this sounds that I'm teaching you how to do this, I have been the victim of this so many times, okay? So I'm sorry, okay? I need to have a way to win in time. So that's if you're going first. How about if you're going second? Well, if you're going second and you need to win in time, you need the same starting materials, and it's very, very similar. It's pretty much all you're going to do is normal summon your Harvester. You're going to search your Brutal Dozer, tribute that. You're going to special, tribute this, special, overlay, River Stormer. Okay, so you've got two options depending on how much time you've got. So if you've got literally 0 time, like you're in your last minute and you just want to deal some damage before you win and you feel like you can pop this combo off, then again, you're just going to detach specifically Trencher. This time, you're going to search, probably, like, if you really haven't got time, just fucking get Railcar, I guess, because you don't want to worry about using the effect of Gearbox. And then you're just going to banish the Trencher, special, effect, special, and then don't use the burn effect, because that way you don't get a battle phase. Instead, you're just going to overlay for Iron Wolf, and you're going to detach from Iron Wolf to target your 2500 attack Trencher, and then you go to battle phase and attack directly for 2500, and hopefully that should win you. But if you've got a tiny bit more time, so you want to guarantee that should this not win you the game, you still want to kind of pop off, but we want to have a chance of kind of, you know, attacking for game, I guess, then what you can do is basically you're going to do the first combo that I showed you. Let's switch it up actually for once. I'm going to use Metal Cruncher here as my star. So I'm going to normal summon Metal Cruncher. I'm going to reveal one copy of Dozer, followed by another copy of Dozer, followed by another copy of Dozer. Of course, if you open Dozer, then you can reveal like 2 Trencher, 1 Tunneler, so it's all good. And basically, there we go. You're going to add one of these to your hand, and then the other 2 are going to get shuffled back. Tribute this off, special your Dozer effect on summon to special your Anchor Drill. Tribute this off to special summon your Trencher. And we're going to overlay these 2. We're going to make our Stormer. We're going to detach from Stormer, doesn't matter which one we detach here, and we're just going to special summon our Bullet Train. Activate Bullet Train, special summon. Link this off, make a dude. Tribute, revive, link him off again, make another dude, link these 2 off, make a Ballista, and then of course Ballista can search your Gearbox, Gearbox can search your Tunneler, tribute this for your Tunneler, banish here to special out your Anchor Drill. Anchor Drill effect is going to special summon your Gearbox, and then here, instead of making your Gigant X, you can just go straight for your Iron Wolf, and you can detach from Iron Wolf to target itself, then go to battle phase, swing in for 2200 damage, and then just link this off into a Goliath. Link both of these off into your Anger Knuckle. Then you're going to banish your Tunneler, shuffling back your Anchor Drill and all of your links to draw 2 cards. 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know, that's your other 3 that you had in your opening hand. Or in fact, you were going second, so you had 1 more. And just like that, what you've done is you've swung in for 2200 damage and set up your control state with your little resource loop and everything. And then of course during the end phase, you can just use a Bullet Train to add your Dozer to your hand. So you've set up this entire little loop, and you know your entire control state, your normal setup has been completely set up. And at the same time, you've damaged your opponent, so now hopefully they're going to run out of time and you're going to win in time. So that's all I've got time for. I'm going to have to edit this on my train to uni, but I do hope you enjoyed these combos. I think they're pretty fucking cool, especially the one involving Goldilocks. I fucking love that card. It's really, really cool. So yeah, I'm going to stop recording now, but yeah, I guess like and subscribe, fucking whatever. Cheers.